Hey everybody, I've got Marianne and Padjan here again today, and we're going to have a great show. I know I've had her on like 4 or 5 times. So.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, how are you? Marianne, I forgot to ask you in our little pre-interview here, are you guys still in lockdown in Toronto?
Yes, we are on full-blown lockdown. However, there is talk of letting loose of some of the rain. So I think in a couple of weeks, we might have a little loosey-goosiness happening, and then maybe a little more. But yes, there won't be any travel for me just yet.
I saw that in London. I think they went back into lockdown or something. I don't know. So I thought I should probably ask, since you guys are all related.
Yes. Toronto is not just Toronto, all of Ontario. I mean, most of Canada. I think they just loosened. Actually, there was a hockey game, and they let in maybe. Yeah. I don't even know how much the stadium holds, obviously thousands of people. And I think they let in like about 300 people. So at least we're starting to get there. So
we're doing crazy things like that here too. Trust me. I mean, we're talking like baseball stadiums are full, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
It's getting better. It's getting better. There's definitely, the numbers are going down. So there's hope. And I can't wait till I go back to shopping. I'm such a girl.
Great, isn't it? But I'm so excited to have you on, because guess what we're going to talk about today, everybody, as I just brought that up, because we're talking about love yourself more.
Yes, my favorite subject.
I know it is. I'm very excited for this too.
Self-love, one of the most important things.
It is. So why is self-love so important, Marianne? Because I know you love to talk about that.
I could talk about self-love. You know what? I'm 59 years old. We were just talking about that. I'm going to be 59 and a half soon. So I have worked on self-love my entire life, and I still don't think I'm there, but I am certainly, far away from where I used to be. That's for sure. And I love growing my own self-love, and I love helping others grow theirs. So whether that's coaching or teaching or whatever, self-love is important. Self-love, self-worth. This is my belief. So, y'all can make fun of me. I don't care. I'm a what do you call it? Like overly positive person. No, I'm sure there's a name for that. I just can't think of it right now. But you know what? Sorry?
I said I will think of it.
Yeah. There's a term, I just can't. Anyways, so self-love, this is what I believe. I believe that if we all were, had our self-worth and our self-love where it should be, and, balanced and on a very high vibration, I believe that we'd have no wars. And I don't think it would be in such a place where we would be bored. That wouldn't be the boring kind.
Right.
There wouldn't be wars, and people, wouldn't be killing each other, and there wouldn't be such huge anger. Like, people would just think about it. How do you feel? Like, for those of you who go, I'm a bit of a COURSE junkie. So, and maybe the positive junkie is maybe what I was looking for. So
actually, I did not do your little bio in the beginning. I'm so sorry, because that was part of that. You're a COURSE junkie, and you are very fascinating. You find people very fascinating, and you're passionate about empowering and inspiring them.
Yes.
So proceed, please.
Always. And I've done so much in the last year, like COVID, I think, has done a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And so for myself, COVID has pushed me into all kinds of directions that I probably should have gone into earlier, but was kind of sort of passively comfortable where I was. So I was like, oh, you know what? Now I have to go and do this, whether I like it or not. And everything has just fell into place, and I love it. It's actually been really, really great. But self-love is hugely important. So think about when you go to courses, because I am such a COURSE junkie. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel after you've listened to, Tony Robbins speak, or you've gone to someone's course, or you've listened to, I don't know, there's a variety of different people that I absolutely love listening to. And you walk away feeling inspired, and in that moment it's almost like you just grew wings and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so great. So if people were walking around feeling this good all the time, there wouldn't be any jealousy or any reason to be even angry, let alone anything else, right? So when you are more balanced with yourself, then life is like that, and then things just kind of come to you and you become more magnetic because we're always magnetic. We're magnetic anyways. So you may as well be magnetic to the positive, right?
That's true.
So
that's totally true.
If you feel crummy inside, that's what you're going to attract. And if you love yourself, then you're also going to attract those kind of people into your life. And then life is just good. I know this sounds very foo-foo and
no, it's great. Well, I right now that's so important because people have felt very much alone, I think, during lockdown. Yeah. We discussed this before at other podcasts that I've had you all with me, and not only that, but now people are nervous about, is everything going to be the same when they go back to work or once everything opens up? I know it's not the same there, but in the US it's definitely opening up. People are going back to work and they're like, what about my LinkedIn family? Like, what's going to happen with that? Yeah. Like, are we still going to be all as close as we are? Are we still going to be watching each other every day? Are we still going to be talking to each other every day on here or private messaging, right? And so I think that self-love, taking that out into the world and not just keeping it in your little apartment like mine and just going back and forth with the computer, can we take it outside into the world again?
I think so. I think things are going to be better than they were before. Yeah. So I think we'll have the luxury of, for those people that will, be lucky enough to go back to an office if that's what they want. But I think also even that will probably change. We'll probably get into like half and half, right? Half in the office and half at home, and people are moving away. I mean, as you know, I'm also a real estate agent on top of being a coach and everything else, and an author and so on and so forth. The real estate industry has people moving from Toronto, which is where I'm from, and all the way out like 2 and 3 hours away, because people want to have, bigger properties. You get more for your buck, right? More bang for your buck, the further away from the city that you go. And it's amazing.
So you become quite the real estate agent too. And you switched real estate offices, which is a really big deal because you're working for one of the largest. Actually, you've told me the largest real estate firm in the world, right?
It's going to be. I think it's going to be the largest. I'm not sure if it is the largest just yet. I am with EXP, which is growing massively by the minute, and it is going international. So we are opening up a lot of countries. So it is. I believe it's on its way to being the biggest. Yes. I don't know that it is right now, this moment, but we have shares, we have all kinds of it's a great one. So if anyone wants additional information, just contact me. That'll be great.
Just kind of threw that in there. My real estate side just was like, oh, she brought up real estate. Yeah. So what can we do to raise our self-love and as well as our self-worth?
Right. Because they do go side by side. Very important. So for me, these are some of the things I do. So I have a coach. In fact, I actually have 3 coaches right now. I had 4, and one is going to be coming in again because I'm going to be doing a secondary program. So I will have 4 soon, but right now I have 3. One is with my real estate, one is with my spirituality, and one is with my hi, Tim. Hi, Jenny.
I just saw that Tim put that on there. I was like, oops, sorry.
No, that's okay. Because
not just me and you, right?
No, that's good.
It's our usual weekly conversation, right?
Yeah, and so the other one is my coach for business and up branding and everything, and that's Robert J. Moore. And so he, I just would not work without a coach. I think a coach is hugely important. Another thing that I do, of course, as you all know, Meditation Minute with Marianne and Meditation Millionaire, my show. Everything is meditation with me. So meditation is hands down probably, I don't know, coach and meditation simultaneous importance to me.
And the breathing.
Yes, with the breath, right?
The breath, yes. We can work on the breath right now if you want to.
And
bring that in.
One later if we have time, sure.
Yes.
A gratitude journal is an absolute must. Gratitude in general, in your meditation, gratitude. Like one of the things I do is every morning and every night before I even get up and before I fall asleep while I'm still in bed, I think of 5 to 10 people that I'm super grateful for that day or any day or whatever. And I also have a gratitude journal, and all of my clients have a gratitude journal. You're not getting away from me without a gratitude journal, because a gratitude journal is very similar to me, as is a meditation, because it takes you from the sympathetic to the parasympathetic. So it takes you from chaos to calmness, right? And it calms down your nervous system. And I know that it doesn't sound like that's what it does because you're writing, but it does. That's exactly what it does. And so you want to take a pen and you want to take a journal and you want to write. And you want to write in a blue pen. I just recently found out that a blue pen is more positive than a black pen. I don't really know the whole science.
So what does that do again? You said it actually does what? You write in blue rather than black?
It's more positive.
Oh.
I don't really know all the science. I'm sure there's additional information. You know, if somebody knows, please join and tell us. And then classes, of course, you know, going to classes, going to courses, whether they're recorded, online, in person, doesn't matter, right? So vision boards. Now, for me, I also do something called a vision board journal. So it's like my vision journal. And then I have a I love myself journal. So these are all the reasons why you love yourself. When you wake up and you just feel like not so good, because we're all humans and we all have those days, right? And then I have an annual journal. I have a lot of journals. I'm probably not going to discuss all of them, but you've got to have at least an annual journal. So this annual journal is for your whole year, what you sort of want, what you have achieved, because it's important to celebrate the progress, right? And it's important to acknowledge the progress so you get more of it.
So I have a question for you, believe it or not. Bringing it around to my mission with helping autoimmune disease patients, how do you think you could help them with your courses, with your coaching?
With my coaching, coaching and courses, I would probably, almost everything I've just said, I would probably implement with them, because each one of those things has its place in the psyche, right? And also physically, I have this really cool device that I've been using on you, as you know, and we've had some very good success with it. Here, I'm just going to show you how it works. So this little thing called an AO scan works on, here, we're going to show you. I'm gonna speak as I show it to you as well. It works on voice recognition, and so as you speak into it, it takes in your voice, and then afterwards, this pops up. Oops. There it is. It's coming. It's coming. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
It'll spit out a reading, and then I get to email this to the client, right? So with Jenny, I have to always, and then I always email it to you, and then you have to use it for the whole week until the next week that we get together. And so I'm just going to give them a little bit of a thing. So can you guys hear that? Yeah. So it just, it works on sound therapy. So this sound therapy is now the healing. The scanning of your body was done by your voice. And now I have your voice in here, and we can do all the scanning. And I've been able to use this on Zoom with people. And that's the really great thing. And then
we used to do it on Zoom before I was live.
Right? And the other really great thing is I can use it on Zoom, which is fantastic. Like I have a bunch of different devices here that I can't, use on Zoom. But this has been truly a godsend. Honestly, like it's fantastic. And I'm just going to put this away so we don't.
I always get that tune. Like that sound.
Okay, this is weird now. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna get this out of the way.
I like that one though.
Yeah, so I can do that. I can do. We do. There's a lot of. There's a lot of talking that takes place, because there's mental health always involved with almost everything we have. So whatever physical ailment you have, already there's a mental issue in there. There's something I can help you with. I've got a bunch of different training, past life regressions, hypnotherapy, like there's all kinds of stuff I've done. So it just depends on what we have to do with each person. But yeah, it's been pretty good. Coaches are hugely important. I can't live without a coach. I don't want to live without a coach. Coaches just make everything easier. It's like going to that really awesome, amazing course. And now you were, let's say, in Hawaii with Tony Robbins, and now you get to take Tony home with you, right? And now he's going to coach you one-on-one. So that's why it's hugely important. So
yeah. So Marianne, tell us about your book, your Guinness World Book of Records, and your book. Guinness World Book a record holder.
Okay. So last year I had the pleasure, my coach, Robert J. Moore, did an event where he had 126 people signing a book. And so that was his record last year, just at the very, very beginning. You know what? I think it was just a couple of weeks before the whole COVID thing happened. So it was 126 people signing a book simultaneously. And then he created a book with people's bios and whatnot inside. And so this year, he's opened it up because now he's done this so much now. He's opened it up to 3 people to join him. So I'm going to be joining him, and I'm going to be a record holder this time. And we're going to have a book, and it's going to be exciting. So he wants to go up to maybe even 500 people. So we'll see. But basically, he wants to break his own record, and then he's going to add a few people in to do it with him.
So they're signing his book.
Yeah, so he's going to put together a book. We're going to sign it, but we're going to do it online. So it's going to be online. And so anyone interested. So what this is really cool, because you know what, when you slap this on all over your social media and you show this to clients, they really think this is a really cool thing. And when you're a holder, it's even better. So it's all about up branding, and it's amazing. And he's got a special going on for the participants. So last year we basically paid double and a little bit more than double. So this year, until June 6th, he is offering the participant side of it for 250 Canadian dollars, which I believe is just a little under 200 for US dollars. And that includes the certificate. Wow. So anyone with a business who wants to get up branded, this is your chance.
That's fun. That's really fun.
It is. And
so I think that's great. So talk about your book.
So I'm actually doing a series of 12 books. And my first book out of that 12 series is coming out hopefully next, it's still in editing. So either next week or it'll be this month for sure. And it's going to look similar to this because this is one of mine with a friend. We co-authored this one. So this could be mine. So it's going to look like that. And these are some of my other books. And so in that, I'm not so good with the camera. There we go. That looks good. It's actually going to be my 10th book when it comes out. And it's my 10th book in a year. So I think that's really cool. And so my entire 12 books, the series is going to be called Self-Empowerment Reset. And then each one will have a separate subtitle. And so the subtitle of this one is The Perfect Time Is Now. So that's for all the procrastinators that need a little help. All the people who are hardcore perfectionists who think they need to wait for some perfect time for something to happen, for something to fall out of the sky so they can take the first step. No, take that first step and let's go. So, and we're going to do 12 of those, 12. So I don't know why I said 2, but there you go. 12.
You started with 12 and then you went to 2. Maybe you're like, oh, that's a lot. And you're like, okay, I'll go back to 12.
I already have the next one all set and ready to go. So as soon as this one's out, and it should be out this month, probably next month we'll start putting the next one together. And the next one's going to be called Radical Self-Love.
There you go, everybody. Exactly, right? So we did not talk about your Reiki Master, that you're a Reiki Master, that we know that you're a meditation specialist, your Kundalini Yoga teaching, which I know is probably interesting right now because you guys are still locked down, but you can still do it.
I don't so much teach the yoga anymore. I just chosen to go teaching with the meditation. So I've got and I have some further plans for the meditation as well. I want to take the meditation corporate. I want to get into corporations and, for the mental health aspect. There's so much need for the mental health. Everyone's like, oh, I'm so sick of hearing about it. You might be sick of hearing about it, but there's a lot of people that are affected by it. And
yeah, absolutely.
So we got to do what we can. It's like certain things just don't need to be such a big issue anymore. We need to start addressing them, and we need to start doing things. I don't know. I think certain things will probably become mandated in corporations, because you have to address them at work as well. Like we spend so much time at work, you have to, right?
It's true. It's totally true. So where can people watch your Meditation Millionaire? Is it on YouTube?
So it's not on YouTube, no. So that's going to be a separate channel, and it's going to be sometime in June. It probably won't air for another 2 weeks. It'll be on Roku. Okay. And, for anyone, I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, just Marianne Padjan, my full name, and YouTube as well. And it'll be on Roku, Google Play, Apple TV, Amazon TV, and iTunes.
It's a lot.
I hope I didn't forget anything. And it will be on the network Simul TV, and it's with iSheet TV, the programming, and so it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited.
Well, I do have all of Marianne's information down there, right down there, like when we get off. But all of her stuff's down there. And if you guys have any other questions for Marianne, please, please, please let her know or let me know, and I will get the information to her. But Marianne, why don't you give them your email address again?
Yeah,
my email address. In touch with you.
My email address is spiritualtouch11@gmail.com. So that is spiritualtouch, the number 11@gmail.com. And then it's www.meditationminutewithmarianne.com. But honestly, Facebook and LinkedIn, anytime. I'm on there almost every single day on LinkedIn and Facebook constantly.
Right. So Meditation Minute, though, I've seen, but I just don't know. When I asked about Meditation Millionaire, that's a different thing. The Meditation Minute, though, I've seen. So do you have that on YouTube?
There's lots of my videos are on YouTube. I'm actually working on my YouTube right now, so we're sprucing that up as we speak. So still Facebook, awesome place to get me. I do have a really good page on there too, but honestly, if you just go onto my personal page, Marianne Padjan, that's the best place. Probably the fastest place to get me there, even faster than email sometimes, because sometimes, people like in various countries when I'm doing the coaching and stuff, sometimes the Zoom doesn't work. Then I'll try StreamYard because I have StreamYard and Zoom. And then if that doesn't work, then we frequently have to go onto Facebook Live. Like it's just, so Facebook, I'm there a lot.
Just on social media a lot. Right?
Social media.
Like I just said that a lot. But I'm so excited that you came on today. Is there anything else you'd like to share? There's so much about you that I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing something.
Here's a piece of interesting information. I'm an ordained minister.
That's right. That's what I was missing. I was like, wait, what's on my notes right here? I know there's something else in here. Yes, the Ordained Minister. So tell us about that.
That was, it's non-denominational, and it came with one of my courses. We finished a Metaphysician course in, we had to go to 3 different places. It was spiritual psychology counseling. So I used to call what I did, my coaching, I used to call it counseling. And then my coach said, don't call it counseling. He goes, call it coaching, because then people think there's something wrong with them. And I'm like, no, there's nothing wrong with people. You know what? We each have our own things. So so we did it. I had to do it. It was Hawaii, Toronto, and Las Vegas. 3 places I had to go to do this. Yeah, it was
wow. So can you marry people like at Niagara Falls?
I actually
real estate there.
I can't do it in Canada because this was done in the US. So I can't do it. I can't do it in a number of states. I know I can do it in Nevada because that's where we got it. And there's a few other states that we can do it in. And then you can apply, I think, to do it in some of the other states. And in Canada, I'm not really sure what I'd have to do. I'd probably have to hook up with another company. But no, I don't do that. I can.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of the whole, can you send CBD to Canada? I'm like, no.
No,
but can you, what if we send it to you?
Canada, you can't. My friend does, she has a tequila company in Mexico, and she's like, oh, I want to send you some samples. I'm like, no, you can't send me samples. That's not the way Canada works.
The thing is, we're not like, as people, we're kind of like, well, why can't we do that? The governments are like, no. The government thinks not. Governments are like, no. But I don't think
regulated.
Why? I'm always like, why? But I guess you can't even fly to Hawaii right now to marry anybody because you can't leave.
No.
I can't wait till you leave.
Yet, I think soon we'll be able to travel. Easy breezy, perch easy. So
Marianne loves to travel, by the way. So partner, let her know.
Things I do is international retreats. Yeah. So, and I haven't been able to do any international retreats for what now, a year and a half. And I don't foresee anything happening this year, but definitely next year I plan on doing international retreats. Bali, here I come. Hawaii, here I come.
Yeah. Well, because Marianne's the type of person that hasn't sat still during COVID, and she's completely like just moved forward with her life. And she's like, I'm just not going to sit here and not do anything, because guess what? It's not fun to just sit here and do nothing. Look who just joined us. Nancy just joined us. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, I'm so glad that Nancy just came on. So, Nancy is with Brian and Tim every Saturday morning, the 4-hour show. And then Nancy's on like Nancy, how many shows are you on? You just answer right now. I don't even know. I think she has one almost every day.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, you can't right now?
No.
But over here, I just put it up.
I can't see the chat from where I am, but.
Right. I just put up here that she just said hello all.
Hi, Nancy.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll meet soon.
Oh, I thought you'd met her before. Oh, Nancy, you totally need to meet Marianne. She's amazing.
Okay. We'll meet soon.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Yeah.
There's a lot going on. You're like rolling your eyes. Yeah, it's exciting. I have a lot going on, right? Okay, gotta go. No, just kidding. But I'm so glad you're on today, though, Marianne. Oh,
thank you so much.
By the way, so we're going to give away a coaching.
Oh, yes. I'm giving away a 1-hour coaching with me. It's going to be coaching meets AO scan. We're going to mix it up together, and we're going to do a little bit of both. So I don't know how you're going to do this.
I don't think Tim's not anymore. Nancy's here.
How do you want to pick the winner?
It's between Tim and Nancy right now.
Oh, okay. So it's just it's people who are in the chat. Oh, I see. I can't see the chat. So go ahead. You pick. Or
I don't want Tim to be bummed, but I'm going to go with Nancy. Because Nancy has really done a lot for me, and Nancy, I think, would love your coaching, your AO scan. And she knows a lot of your friends that you're speaking with up in Toronto, too.
Okay, sounds great. Nancy it is. Nancy, you have my email.
Nancy, you're the winner. Nancy, you are the winner of the free coaching. One session. How long is your session?
An hour. We'll give her an hour, so we'll do it like that. Nancy, and is Nancy, is your last name Deborah? Is that what it is?
She goes as Nancy Deborah on Facebook.
Okay, so that's her name on
Yeah.
Facebook. Okay, cool. So we'll connect and we'll do that.
Yeah.
And and I do have an event. I have an event coming up in Vegas that I can't go to. So
What?
it's on the 24th, but I will be thanking them. They gave me an award, the International Forum for Advancement in Healthcare. I won an award for 100 visionaries or so. There's about 100 of us that have won this award. So I'll be going on to. I have tickets for the event, and then I get to say thank you. But it's going to be online, so that's okay. You know what?
You can connect with Nancy also on LinkedIn, which I know is one of your favorites, but she's under Nancy Barrows. It's Barrows.
Barrows.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can connect that way too.
Excellent.
So, I'm so excited. That's our first giveaway ever.
I'm always excited about everything.
We've done a giveaway before, but I don't think we actually gave it away. I don't know what we did. I don't think we gave it away. So Nancy, you're the first winner of any of my giveaways.
There you go.
Yes, which is very exciting. So I hope that you have a great week, Marianne.
Thank you so much. And I hope you do too. And Nancy, I look forward to meeting with you. And everybody have a great day. Namaste.
Namaste. Bye, everybody.